Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a little process video for you today, a super quick one. This is for the full deck challenge. This is card number 4, so this is the prompt for light green. One of the guidelines for full deck challenge is that we're supposed to be pulling something from the previous card onto this current card. And so the paper that I have where I built the little background house, that's actually my item from last week. And then of course my constant item is a word, so I'll be using my Dymo label maker to write out my word. I'm using those words to correspond with the Word Study Wednesday word. So this word is edify. That's what I just spelled out on my little Dymo label maker. And basically the area, you can see that obviously I missed filming some of this. I thought I was filming and my camera was not turned on. Fortunately, I caught it in enough time to sort of give you the idea, but I basically just cut out some wonky shapes to create a fun little house here, mostly because this word edify is talking about building up, building houses and that kind of thing. And so if you'd like to see more about that word edify, check out yesterday's video for Word Study Wednesday. But one of the things I wanted to do was just kind of add a little bit of green to this background. So I'm going through with a couple of different Distress Oxide colors. I used, I believe it was peacock feathers and bundled sage, and there's another one. I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, salvaged patina. So I'm using the multimedia marks stamp set from By the Well for God. This one just kind of sits out in my cart all the time because I love this stamp set. And I just pulled a couple of the smaller stamps to add just some color to this background card. My background card is a black and white card. The full deck challenge is really a challenge that's designed for altered playing cards, but I have a ton of these Project Life cards. And so when Shana was mentioning like all the different things you could do instead of doing altered playing cards, I remembered all of these Project Life cards and I thought this would be a great way to use some of them up. And so I've done the full deck challenge with actual playing cards, and I actually really like these a little bit better. I like the size of them. And also sometimes the playing cards are a little bit difficult to work with because, you know, they're glossy or whatever. And so at least for right now, I'm really enjoying these Project Life type cards. So you can see here I have just this pattern paper. I'm actually using the backside of what I used last week, but I cut some very wonky shapes. I really like wonky houses. And so the prompt again was light green for this week. And so I'm just kind of trying to tie into all of that. And then I had the sticker that I pulled from my stash I've had forever, and it looks like a little like Polaroid camera or paint swatch. And I thought it was on white sticker paper, but it's actually on clear sticker paper. And so I just put this onto some white cardstock, and I'm just going to trim it out because I want to use this little paint swatch as my door. So I'm just going to glue this down as my little door. I'll add a little handle when I do some of the pen work, line work for this. I'm going to put the word edify kind of right across the house, almost like house numbers. I just thought that would be a fun way to tie that in. But because that's so bold and black, I do have black lines in the background of this. You know, the card itself has lines, black lines in there. So I want to add some black lines to kind of pull this whole thing together. So I'm pulling out a fine liner. I believe this is like an 07 nib. I can't remember exactly. This is actually from Mr. Pen, but I'm just going around and creating some really sketchy lines. So I'm outlining this part that is the door. I added a little doorknob, and then I decided my little house needed some windows. So I'm just really adding some sketchy windows in there, just very basic shapes. And then I'm going to go through and outline the base part of the house. And then I decided to add a couple little hints at some bricks in there. Again, just very doodly and wonky, but that's just kind of how I roll. I actually just think it's a lot of fun. So just adding a few bricks here and there, stacking them kind of off-center to each other, and trying to make them look like they're bricks without drawing a whole entire brick house, obviously. And then I will do the same thing with the roof. I'm going to add some sketchy lines around the top of that. And I just thought it was fun because the little hearts up there sort of kind of reminded me of shingles. My brain works weird, but that's the idea behind it. And then the hearts also kind of pull in an image from last week as well. And then just added some little hashtag kind of marks on the edge, just again, just for some visual texture back there. And then I'm going to go around and add really sketchy border all the way around, just to kind of help finish everything off. And then I still kind of felt like it needed a bit of something, so I'm using that same pen just to add a little bit of like dots, stippling kind of look to the corners of, the roof. And I added just a little bit down here at the bottom, just trying to tie everything together and bring some more of that black into those pieces. And then I still wasn't really convinced that this is how I wanted it to be completed, so I pulled in a Posca paint pen, and again I'm just going to do some little dots, but I'm kind of staying away from the inside of the hearts. I'm just doing this kind of in the background, and it actually helps those hearts kind of pop out a little bit more. You can kind of see they feel like they have a little bit more dimension. And then I went back through and added some more little black dots too. Nothing major here, just a little bit of pen work and line work, just something that I really like to do. And then on the back of this card, I will write out the verse that I was doing my word study on, again, just to kind of reinforce what I was learning yesterday. Very simple card this week, but if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Sorry that I'm missing some content, but just wanted to get this posted. So like, subscribe if you haven't already. Join my Facebook group. I'll have the information down in the description if you're interested in that. And until next time, bye.